What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the Three Men, Two Balls podcast, episode 3 with myself, Jer Keller, and we've Rob Keller and Corey in the gaff. Corey Jenkins, sorry for getting your name.
Janko fella.
Season 2, episode 3. Our giveaway winner was announced there on Instagram yesterday, lads. We had Emma EGXX. That's what it was, wasn't it?
Emma OG or something.
Deadly.
We lined up a second name. Emma Gandlin or something maybe.
I'm going to say Garrity, come on.
Just say, I'm just going to call her Emma G for now, yeah?
I was in touch with her anyway. She's happy with everything and we're going to meet up during the week.
Deadly. So that was our first giveaway. We're going to be getting more going soon, so keep an eye on the socials for that. And then just to start off, I fucked up someone's name last week. You know your man Ravarelli?
Oh, jeez.
His name is Ravanelli.
I wonder we didn't get it right. The quiz master, me bollocks.
I don't think either of us would have got it anyway.
No, 100% no.
Even if Ravanelli was listening, he'd be like, "Are they talking about me? I don't fucking know."
But his name is Ravanelli, not Ravarelli, so I do apologise for that. I don't know where he's from. It sounds Italian or Brazilian, doesn't it?
The quiz result stands though, I'm the winner.
Yeah, none of you are going to get that. And then something we forgot to mention last week in the intro, Jared Muller died.
Yeah.
Jared Muller, whatever way you want to pronounce it. 75.
Good innings.
Yeah. Would you take 75?
I'd take 68 is all I always. If I make it to 68, I'll be happy.
You want 70?
We don't look after our bodies, lads.
I want 106.
106?
106 is the age I'm looking at, because I was born in 94, so if I can live to 106, I'll see the year 2100. So that's just me. Random goal in life.
Why would you want to live that long?
Why? Technology, man.
Yeah, technology nowadays you never know, but we do put some awful filth into our bodies.
Filth?
Say no more on that one.
But yeah, just to talk, just
camera.
a quick stat on him. He scored 566 goals in 607 games for Munich.
Serious?
That's some going.
Yeah, I think they lifted his jersey. I think Thomas Muller lifted his jersey before that. What do they call that? That's their Super Cup.
The Community Shield. Yeah. Them and Dortmund.
Dortmund, yeah. So,
but a big loss to football anyway.
Absolutely, yeah.
So before we get started, the merch is coming soon. We promise. We have the t-shirts on sale. Myself and Rob are rocking them there.
Yeah, we have a couple of people asking for stuff as well, don't we? So
yeah, it's in demand. So in the
still waiting on mine.
in the next week or 10 days, we'll have them on sale online. So keep an eye out for that. And then coming up on the episode, we've the Premier League review, we've the Premier League preview. We'll talk about the fantasy Premier League that we're running. Corey has prepared a quiz for myself and Rob today.
Just about.
And then we'll have just a quick chat about the NFL and count down how long the season starts. Only a couple of weeks. But yeah, we'll jump straight into the Premier League review. The first game we're going to be talking about is we have 3 games to kind of in-depth analyse. Which one do you just want to start with?
Go with the big one of the weekend, will we?
Yeah.
Take it away, gentlemen. Take it away.
Arsenal-Chelsea. Arsenal beaten 2-0 by Chelsea. We were saying how dangerous is Lukaku, and he showed it in the first 15 minutes. I think he scored in the first 15 minutes. It just gives Chelsea so many more options now, doesn't it? Because they were playing long balls over the top and then balls into the feet from inside their own half is hold up play, and then linking off with James down the right. They had a good, like, Lukaku would hold the ball up and just spray it out to the left or to the right. But he ran amok on us. Couldn't contain him.
I don't think he was dealt with properly.
I was going to say he wasn't as deadly as he could have been, but he wasn't dealt with properly either. There was no game plan for him.
Yeah, from what I seen, like, it was him and Mari the whole game, and he was just...
He pinpointed Mari.
I know, but like when that happens, you need to double up somehow. Like, and Mari was getting way too close to him. Way too close. He was up his backside the whole time, and once someone of that size like that
pins you in trouble,
and he'll just spin you with his weight that side and spin you with that side. So we needed
to do it myself.
Yeah, the big man. You needed to, like, have a shoulder, take a yard off, and kind of judge what he's going to do. But instead, he was up his hole, and then not once did I see Xhaka or Lokonga cover that line to play the ball into him. And then once he got it, then you didn't see Xhaka or Lokonga closing in to try and prevent them from giving it that way.
Very standoffish.
You did. The first goal, he had the ball at his feet and there was 4 Arsenal players around him.
The first goal?
He held it up, passed it back to Kovacic. Kovacic knocked it over to James and he ran into the box.
So who were the 4 players?
Would have been Mari
was up his arse. I think Holland came in, Lokonga came in. Now none of them got to him. They were running to try to get to him, but he passed it off just in time. But
I don't know. I don't think that, from what I've seen anyway, the amount of times he got the ball, got to take a touch, lifted his head up and then gave it. You can't even give him half a second, because if you give him half a second, he's just going to lay it off like he did for the first goal. And Kieran Tierney was the fault for the 2 goals, in my opinion.
Yeah, he kept coming in, but if he didn't come in, the Mount would have went straight through him for the first one.
That's communication.
Yeah.
That's here. Scream at one of the
He was
lads.
on the side with Murray, and
The
Murray was up
system
and Lukaku was there.
breakdown,
So
yeah,
if he doesn't cover Murray, there's a big gaping hole in the defence.
Yeah, but then the 2 goals came from Reece James in acres on his own, so you could blame. Who was on out left? Martinelli.
No, Martinelli was up top on his own, was he not?
Saka was out left, and
Saka and Tierney were up the left.
So
Yeah,
you could blame the 2 of them for that. You could blame Tierney for not telling Saka to get back, or you could blame. I think it's Tierney. It's on Tierney for me. Communication breakdown.
I'm going to go back to no heart, no soul again in that Arsenal team. Nothing. And Chelsea dominate. We're talking about Lukaku here, yeah, but like some of the stats, right? Chelsea had 65% possession. They had 22 shots on the target, with Arsenal 6. And they had over 500 passes completed, and Arsenal only completed 260. So it was a done. So
Chelsea
Arsenal
do that
were
to
out
a
a
lot
goal.
of teams this year.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
but they
domination
shouldn't be
all
doing
over
that
the
to
field.
Arsenal,
Arsenal didn't
Arsenal
score. Didn't
Arsenal are riddled
score.
with COVID. Most of their best players aren't playing.
I know it's hard, like Chelsea are the European champions. They're going to be fighting for the league this year. So
Yeah, and my favourites for
but
the league
the
as
next
well.
words out of my mouth where it's unfair to compare Arsenal to Chelsea. That should never be said by an Arsenal fan. It's unfair to compare.
Their squad
Arsenal
is worth
and
£1 billion
Chelsea.
quid.
Our squad could be like, I'm not even going to get into the transfers that we've made this year. We spent 125
Yeah, no,
million
but the
and
squad in
nothing to show
total is
for
worth
it.
£1 billion.
But they've built that over time.
Yeah, of course they
Added
have.
quality, and the players that they bring in, like look at the players they brought in recent years. Like Werner, it hasn't got going yet, but I think
Yeah,
it
but
will.
let's look at the Arsenal team that played them. They spent 50 on Ben White, COVID. Spent how much on Partey, he's out injured. They bought Gabriel, out with COVID. Aubameyang, out with COVID. Lacazette, out with COVID.
I
The
know,
team was
but
riddled with COVID.
Ben White for 50 million is a mistake in the first place. Paying
Yeah, you
50
can't-
million for Ben White, yeah.
Can't prove that yet.
And then who else did you mention there?
Partey.
Partey had a history of injuries and being made of glass, and they still went and spent 55 million on him.
Atletico, he wasn't that.
So I think the team is in trouble because there's fuck all quality in it, but I think the problems stem right up through.
Yeah, but if you
Arteta,
take any
Kroenke.
team's 2 best goal scorers over, they're going to struggle. The 2 lads are out with COVID.
I know we're saying that, but then you look at
it's not even the
Spurs.
goals,
Look at
it's the
Spurs.
performance in general. That's what he's not talking about how.
Talking about the system and that, like Spurs are saying we've no Kane for however many games. We need to come up with a system to go and win games. We're not going to score multiple goals. We're not going to score loads of goals. So we get one, keep a good defence, keep it tight in midfield, and we go and get results. Arsenal are dirt. Right now they are scrap. There's nothing going for them.
There's 2 games going in the squad that's riddled with COVID. Like, I wouldn't be writing them up. Obviously, they're not going to win anything this year, but
towards the end of last year as well,
they're one of the best teams in the league at the end of last year. They won the last 6 games.
against who?
Everyone that they played.
Yeah, but if you're talking about 6 games, that's the last month or so. You know
It's
what I mean?
like
If we're talking
6
about the
games
last
where
6 months
There's nothing
He's
hanging on
finished
those
ninth.
6
Yeah, but
games.
since
really.
January, Arsenal are one of the best teams in the league statistically.
since January.
Yeah. In the calendar year, like they're like 4th or 5th on points.
I'd
They're
need
not
to see
9th
that.
or 10th.
I'd need to see that now, definitely. So what, their start was that bad for them to finish?
Arsenal's start was woeful last year, and then from January they got it.
Yeah,
they got it going a bit.
Because they started against Chelsea in December, beating 3-1, and then
The
got
only
good.
thing I'd say about that is that we might have got it going from January, but we were out of any contention for anything in the league by
He's getting
January.
going, though. So what, he was in the bottom half in the first half of the season.
think
For the majority of it, I think we were
we
knocking
came
around
into
12
December
and
about
13.
14th, yeah.
What, you spent up 3
Yeah.
spots or something?
Yeah, well,
It wasn't great.
not-
But
they-
then even from that, like we did nothing in cups wise from January.
There's a reason
There's no
Arteta-
trophies, there's nothing
Semi-final
to
they were.
celebrate.
Yeah.
There's
we
a
got beat-
reason he's favoured to be sacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
because he lost
not
the 2
because of
opening
it.
games at a big club.
What?
He lost his 2 opening games at a big club and got beaten by Brentford. That's why he's the favourite to be sacked. He was the fucking 6th favourite to be sacked going into the year. He's only the favourite now because of the last 2 games.
2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't get beaten by Brentford.
2 games on a bad transfer window. We
Yeah.
have to. It's
but
a
he's been
bad window.
questioned last
Well,
year
you-
as well, though. He's
Yeah,
been
but you-
questioned all
You
last
can't-
year.
You can't say it's a bad transfer window yet.
How?
Because Ben White could be brilliant.
Ben White could be brilliant. Yeah, that's the only signing that I'm looking at. and
Lukanga looks alright.
He looks alright, but he's not gonna. Lukanga's not gonna push us into the top 4 or the top 6.
I don't think he was brought in for that. He was brought to club at party, and
Why
that's
are
what
we
he's
bringing
doing.
in those
We
players?
can't afford the rest of them.
We can't
We
afford.
can't afford them.
We can't
We
afford.
can't
them.
afford them.
If we can afford 50 million for a centre half, you can go out and find 2 fairly deep. Like look at Vestergaard for 15 million
Yeah, and he's not even playing for Leicester.
because they've 2
Injured.
other decent centre halves as
Nah.
well.
He was injured. He got
Was he
injured
not?
last night.
I'm not happy at the moment. Would you give Arteta how much more time can you give
The
him?
whole year.
Yeah, the whole
who's gonna
season.
change it?
He's in trouble. He's in the hot seat. His arse is
He asked me
scalding.
how much. I'd give him.
Yeah, no, I did.
His
I asked
arse
him.
is
Give him the rest of the year,
scalding.
and let's see what he does.
I did see some fans were saying on Arsenal fan TV, if he loses at West Brom, he should be out. That's a bit tough, I think. But he has lost to Brentford and Chelsea, and if he loses to West Brom,
Yeah, and it depends.
we're
who he
going to lose to
plays.
City. Like it's
There's a
nearly.
good chance he plays the kids against West Brom.
If City spank you on the weekend, he's in his arse is scalding on that. You said it last week. You said his
Yeah, but
arse is
Chelsea
roasting.
didn't smoke them.
Fucking did.
Chelsea
beat them 2-0.
smoked us.
The scoreline doesn't do the game
stats, but that's
justice.
what they're going to look at. Chelsea only beat them 2-0, and there's a strong possibility Chelsea win the league this year.
They're looking at the performance. The
I can't,
performance, as Jer said, was hard.
Yeah, and they're not going to sack him when there's all of his best players aren't playing. Well, not all of them, but a good majority of them.
I know you're saying all his best players, but even looking at who his best
idea of a
players
starting
are,
11, his
aren't
two
exciting.
starting centre halves are injured or sick.
Yeah,
His
fair
starting
enough
holding
on that one.
midfielder's not playing, and his two starting strikers are not playing.
How long, like, like you keep coming back to Party. How much of a run did he even get last season?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's who Arteta wants to play in the middle, and he's not playing.
But yeah, and surely over the summer he's like, this bloke is made of glass. We need more covering.
Yeah, and
here.
then he's
Like,
just going to say to him, I need a holding midfielder. Oh, we already gave you 50 million to buy Party. They're not going to give him more money to buy another one.
they're spending 30 million on a goalkeeper that's going to sit on the bench the majority of the season.
On that. That is madness.
It's poor. Odegaard is a decent. Odegaard's decent for 30 million if he shows something this year.
He'll be on the bench as well.
Yeah, you're in trouble, lads.
Big trouble. But as just to finish
Wait
up,
till the
we
team
were
gets back
dominated. They
Yeah, but the
dominated
thing was, he
possession.
got it last year, and he was all over the shop. He finished 9th the whole season. He got last season
Give him a
9th.
Rob says give him a chance. Corey says his
I'd
arse
say
is on
get
fire.
rid of him.
And get who in?
There's talk
Since
about
Wenger left, that club has been in bits, and the last fucking 6 years of Wenger, that club has been in bits.
Yeah, I've
It's
never
not a
said it
problem with
hasn't.
the manager, the problem with the owner down. It's the whole lot of them. It's not just the manager, and I'm telling you that now.
It's not just the manager, but the manager was given the money last year. He had his full team there last year, and he didn't do much. They finished 9th, so I don't know. I wouldn't be, if I was an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't be happy with him anyway. You hear things coming out of camp that the players aren't fully happy with him. The system doesn't seem to be working. He's finished 9th last year.
the biggest
weren't
one
happy.
of the
The players
biggest
aren't happy
issues
with
for me is like I like
players
that.
aren't.
They hated Emery as well.
Then it's a problem with the players.
Yeah,
then.
of course it is.
So it's a problem with
Horse
the players,
stock.
the manager, and
The
the
club,
owners.
The whole club. It's the way the club is being run.
My big issue at the minute is just on the field. It's just there's no plan B, there's no plan C. It's like if Arteta's style from working from the back out doesn't work, we're gonna lose the game. Teams are copping onto us. We've no plan B, no plan C. Like Chelsea, there being able to just fire that ball up to Lukaku, hold it up.
Yeah, they spent 100 million on him. We should be able to do that. He's probably the best striker in the world.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Chelsea knew we need a striker. They went out, they got the money together, they got that striker. I
You
know it's
thi-
100
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Arsenal
Even
have
if
spent
Arsenal
over
got
100 million.
together, do you think they're going to say to Lukaku, do you want to come to Arsenal? He's going to say yeah.
100 million and a couple of 100,000 a
He's
week.
telling you to go fuck yourself. No
I know.
big player wants to play for Arsenal. I'm telling you that now.
And there's another issue. Obviously, European football is a big part
Yeah.
of that. But obviously,
Telling you.
no player that comes in seems to be excited to work under Arteta.
Don't get too annoyed about them because they're going to break your heart for the next 10 years.
Well, they've been breaking me heart for the past 10 years. I can't keep it up anymore.
Wait, we move on from the
We
Gunners
need
back
to
to
move
fight. We'll
on.
have a
Yeah,
stroke.
Jesus. The next game we'll have a look at is
Go Leeds Everton.
Leeds Everton. Yeah, that was a cracker of a game. Rafinha has scored again, and he scored in the 2 games last season as well. So he's a good finish as well. Late in the game, was it 70 odd minutes?
What is it?
Was it the 70?
Even later.
No.
I thought it was late.
No.
Was it not?
Ah,
I'll
fucking
tell you it was before 70. There's no point. We've no internet.
Well, no, we've no internet in here. I'm there like that checking your phone. Oh, no.
Game of the week again. 2 for 2
yeah.
I am.
Yeah, Rob picked that one.
Lethal.
And, yeah, 4 different goal scorers in this game as well.
It's a penalty, isn't it? See the highlights.
Sorry?
Cooper dragging out Calvert-Lewin.
That Cooper fella, he is an atrocity at the back. he needs to go. Like, he's the captain and all. And
It's a penalty all day.
all day.
Every day
It's
as well.
It's just being an
Grand.
idiot. Why
I
are you
just
being
was
an
waiting
idiot?
for someone to say, nah, I don't think it's a penalty, but like...
Another scrap. Second game where we're about to get the boxing gloves out. Yeah, defensively Leeds are just abysmal. I know they're missing on your man Diego Llorente, but they brought in your man Firpo, who looks like he can't defend. He's good going
More of an
forward.
attacking
He's good
fullback,
going
isn't he?
forward,
Like he's
yeah.
like the likes of
But the likes of
Every fullback nowadays.
Pascal Strike and stuff like that, and Cooper centre half, it's hard to watch.
I was
They
really
just leak
impressed.
chances every game.
Harrison really impressed me. Him
Yeah.
on the ball, his passing, his going by players. He was
They
just
signed
one
him
of the
from City.
standout one.
I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
he's going to
makes
be a
sense, doesn't
tidy
it?
player, and it was 12 million as well. It's not as if they just tried
It was
to get rid of
pittance,
him.
like, yeah. Leeds 70% possession. But yeah, they're just so leaky at the back, isn't it? It's just you know you're going to get a goal against Leeds.
That's it. But they know they're going to create chances as well because they're so good going forward. They have the players to go forward. I really like Everton for a strong finish this year, lads.
Everton would need to drop Michael Keane if they're going to do anything. 2 weeks in a row,
Yeah,
he's causing them a goal.
Dived in with Bamford, didn't he?
2 weeks in a row. The ball was going past him. He should have just kicked it and he tried to dive at it for some reason.
Yeah, Rafa definitely won't let that slide. He's the type
That's
of
2 in a week, like 2 weeks in
I
a
know,
row.
yeah. But he has Yerry Mina there, he has Holgate, he has Ben Coffey, he has a couple there to cover. But look, Michael Keane was getting into Ireland squad, into England squads, and also he's alright. Like, but
you fancied Everton last year. Did you call them last year to push top 4? One of us did. It could have been you. One of you lads.
I think it might have been you.
Yeah,
It would have been
Carlo
Bob,
Ancelotti. I liked Carlo.
Yeah.
No, I can't see them pushing. What do you think? Pushing top 4 this year?
No.
Like
I don't
European
think
place, top 6.
Yeah, like I think they're gonna hang around 5th, 6th for the whole season.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, sure. Rafa knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's consistent.
and
Yeah.
he's had to bring in Damari Gray, who had a
Do you know how
really
much
good
they
game
bought?
the weekend.
Paid on him?
I think it was like $1 million or something, was it?
1.4 million.
1.4 million.
You bollocks. Only 2 people went for him and I fancied that. Who's the other one waiting on him?
Yeah,
Who's the only one behind you
yeah.
waiting on him?
Have any of you heard James Rodriguez? Any of you heard any news? He just doesn't want to play for Everton, does he?
Nuts. I actually have it wrote down here. So he was on Twitch.
Yeah.
You know, Twitch, the gaming
the streaming
website.
thing, yeah.
And you're playing there and you're playing whatever game you're playing, and
You're
people are asking you
recorded
questions.
playing or
Yeah,
something,
people are asking them questions, and they're all like, "What's the story? What's going on? Are you gonna play this weekend?" And he goes, "I don't see myself playing for Everton again.
Wow.
I don't even know who they're playing the weekend."
Yeah, I heard that as well. He doesn't give a damn what the
Doesn't
fixture
even know
list
who
is
that-
or anything.
Nothing. But
What?
I heard he's in talks with Newcastle.
Oh.
And I actually seen something saying the Steve Bruce managing James Rodriguez is like Pep Guardiola trying to figure out hair gel or something. Something crazy. But yeah, he needs to just get rid of him. But was it Michael Dawson talking on Sky, and he was saying them players don't want to go. He's had to get in a big contract, 220 grand a
He
week.
went that with Carlo, didn't he?
Yeah, he went there, he left, and he was like, I came here just for him, and now he's gone. But 220 grand a week.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you live? Chill there, play Twitch. You know what I mean? Earn your money on that, and
Don't you know who the club that's paying you is playing?
Yeah. It is a shame though, because he looked good last season. He's a good baller.
when he played,
but
he's tidy, yeah, but he's
money grab
just
there.
get
Yeah.
rid of him if you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just take the hit because he's bad for the. He's a bad apple.
What do you mean, like
the squad.
terminate the contract type of thing?
Not even terminate the contract. Just give him whatever he wants to live. You know what I mean? But that's probably just teams coming in there and saying we're not giving him that much. You know what I mean? And then he was saying, "I don't want to live then." So it's all over the shop.
Catch 22.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
I think Everton are going to be good this year. Anyway.
Damari Gray is the 34th player to score 4 and against Everton in the Premier League.
No way. 34th.
34 players have done it now.
Have
Four
played
and
for
against-
Everton and
Have
scored
for
against
Everton
them.
And scored against Everton. I
Jesus.
think it's the most of any club.
Has to be.
34
Has
of
to
them.
be.
Has
That's
to be.
I can only think of like a couple there.
Yeah.
Rooney, Wayne Rooney, Tim Cahill maybe.
I'm not gonna, that's not part of a quiz. I'm not actually
I'm
name all 34.
saying I can't.
Ravanelli's probably one of them.
Rooney can't- but yeah, we move on to the next one. The next one was a game that happened on Monday Night Football.
First
West
MNF of the
Ham,
season.
first MNF of the season, and what a way to start it. West Ham 4, Leicester 1. Obviously, a red card for Leicester for Perez, but we'll get into that. But West Ham,
I'm convinced this game would have ended up the scoreline regardless of Perez getting sent
really,
off. or
yeah.
not. I think the first 20 minutes or something like that, the 4 players of Leicester's backline had double the amount of touches than any other player on the pitch. It was actually mad. I was sitting there and it was nearly pulling me hair. I haven't got any hair left to pull out. But I was watching it and it was just back and forth. West Ham were just solid. Set up there. See Soucek and Rice in the middle.
it's a good midfield, yeah.
And what we were talking about, the pass into Lukaku, Vardy got 3 touches in the first half an hour. 3 touches. And I know he likes getting in behind, but when you know in behind isn't working, you need to come to feet. And they just didn't let that happen. So yeah, I'm impressed with West Ham. They look like a serious side, don't they?
Calendar year 2021, only Man City have more points than West Ham in the Premier League.
That is, we said it last week. Moyes is just stability. And
Yeah.
just quality players all over the park. Not players that you're like 50, 60 million here and there, but just players that are good in that position. The team is gelling well. The system is going.
They play for each other as well.
Exactly, they're a team. Do you know what I mean? Really,
I'm delighted for Moyes as well because he got a raw.
he had a couple of bad years there.
This
didn't he?
United, and who did he go to Valencia then? Did he after Neville?
Went somewhere in
I think he
Spain.
went into Spain then
Sociedad
and had a yoke. But yeah, as you were saying, such a big physical side when they need to be. With the 2 centre halves are massive, the 2 holding midfielders are massive, 2 fullbacks are lethal.
Yeah.
And then the Benrahma, Bowen and Fornals, the 3
Just
tight players.
talking about them behind the town, do you reckon they're going to get Lingard back?
I don't know if they do. That's the only thing I have a problem with them is their squad depth. They had the likes of Lanzini and Yarmolenko to come on. I know they're all right, but if you're 1-0 down or 2-0 down against the likes of City, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, they're not going to come on and make a difference.
Yeah.
But if you bring Lingard on,
I
he
think
can come
both
on.
sides. I think he should want to go back as well.
Yes, he
Talked about him
should.
getting into the England squad
Didn't
with
look-
them, and he's not getting into a playing
He
field.
got
No,
on.
he's not. Actually, Bruno's in his position.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no
It
way
even
he's
it
getting
even
in.
looked weird when Lingard came on for United
Yeah,
on the
didn't-
weekend, seeing
yeah.
him in the jersey
Didn't it?
and all. It
Yeah.
was like, you don't belong there, man.
Get out of there, you mad thing.
But yeah, West Ham are. I just talking about there. You were saying they might not have the depth. I'd say the plan this season is finish as well. Keep that starting 11 together and as fit as possible. Finish as high in the table as you can, and then maybe in the next window, in the next summer,
If
window,
you have Europe.
bring in your depth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
They
mean?
have
And
Europa
then
League, don't they?
They
See-
could be a team that's up there for a few years here.
Yeah, see,
I know-
the only thing that I can say is Declan Rice out there next year.
Really, yeah.
He's the captain. He's
But-
22, 23, and someone's going to come in big money for him.
If they have
it's
a
going to
s-
be Chelsea or United or something.
If they have a 6 season this year and get to top 4, if they get top 4, get into the Champions
If.
League. I know they are ifs,
Yeah.
but they have the quality there. to
But they're
work
not in the
on, I
Europa
think.
League.
Yeah, they're in the
They could
Europa
win
League.
that.
If they win that, yeah, or whatever it is.
That's
and
it's just the depth, and it's
Yeah.
even more so the depth now.
Yeah, with
But if
Europa
they-
League and tours, isn't it?
if they get into the Champions League next
I
year,
heard Zoom is linked with them. Sorry, is he?
Zuma is linked with Spurs and West
And
Ham.
West
yeah,
Ham.
yeah,
Leave
all the
London.
London
Yeah,
clubs,
he
yeah.
right job.
Yeah.
I'd be the same.
You
living
should
the
end
dream.
up with Palace, watch.
My thinking anyway is Declan Rice. If they get into the Champions League, if he is the captain, if they do get into the Champions League next year, I think he'll stay.
Yeah.
To captain them into
Absolutely.
the Champions League.
Yeah,
Maybe the season after maybe.
Yeah, because they're in the Europa League this year. But look, if they win the Europa League, as
Yeah.
you said, they
That's our only hope. They're not getting top 4.
Yeah, I can't see them getting top 4. They haven't got the depth in the squad
Especially playing Europa League football.
like the first 6 teams as well. Like you could.
They're not going to keep their 11 fit for
Yeah.
a whole year. And if they do, it's a miracle. So,
A lot of ifs.
yeah.
a lot of ifs, but
Too many ifs for me.
solid side, solid manager, solid start.
Yeah, 100%. Anything else there to cover on that game?
Just
Well, yeah, Antonio
Yeah.
became
Go on,
the...
Gio, you can have it.
Thanks, lads.
You want this one, don't
Yeah,
you?
I do.
Come on,
Yeah,
let's
I
have
picked
it.
out for. So Antonio equalled the Premier League goal scoring record for West Ham with the Canio, if
Mhm.
we're right, and then broke it. Monday Night Football scored 2 in the last 15 minutes, if I'm right
Yeah.
there. So yeah, Antonio all time
He's a machine
Record
lately,
goal
isn't he?
scorer.
Celebration.
No, I didn't see any of it.
West Ham.
Did you see his celebration? He ran over to I think he was either before the game or half time. Dan Randolph, obviously Randolph
Super keeper.
ran over to him and he was saying, I need to do something if I break this record. And Randolph got my cardboard cut of himself. He ran over and just lifted it up and he walked around in the air like that. And then he gave it a kiss and threw it on the ground. Yeah, that's what
I
you
need to
want.
look that up. Yeah.
That's well, like what we were saying about Vardy last week against Wolves,
Yeah,
going over
howling
howling at the fans. Him
yeah.
picking. You just need now that the fans are back. You need more stuff like
yeah,
that.
they
But
want
it-
the excitement, don't they? And the
Exactly.
entertainment.
But yeah, I said that last year. Very doubtful on him. But
On Antonio?
yeah, just of how he was football wise. But look, he's proven me wrong. And if he gets injured, who's going in? That's another thing.
Yeah, I
If
don't
he-
know who that backup is.
They had no backup on the bench
Yeah.
last night anyway. I was checking the bench. So if he's gone, you could nearly say they're gone. You know what I mean? Where are the goals coming from? He
You-
got 2 last night. One, did he get one?
Got
Or,
the- he scored and got an assist in the
Assist.
first game. Scored 2 and got an assist last night.
you
He is
go.
the whole creative threat comes through Antonio. Yeah,
He's like Lukaku.
He's just a
He's
beast.
literally, him and Lukaku are the same type player.
they're
And they
big,
get-
but they're so athletic, aren't they? They're so agile. and
Yeah,
they
that's
can
it.
just move it around. And Ben Rama as well looks a top
Tidy.
player, doesn't he? If Lingard doesn't go back to West Ham, he's going to just play in that.
Yeah,
kind of
Fornals
Lingard
has been
role.
good as well.
Fornals had a decent season last
Got
year.
a nice
yeah,
goal and
yeah.
stuff last night.
Yeah.
So and then Leicester before we jump off that game. So I couldn't see them doing anything last night.
Yeah.
The goal was jammy. They I think crossed in, hit somebody, fell to Tillman's, keeper saved. They came back out and then Tillman's finished off. I mean that's
Yeah.
how they were scoring. Vardy was non-existent. Madison non-existent. So
They throw in games like that every now and again, don't they? Les? They've
said-
been doing that for a few
he
years.
said that about
Yeah.
them last year. I'm not into them. They're bottle jobs. So yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
think it was the second game of the season causing bottle jobs, but you can have what you want.
Last game of the season last year and the year before dropped out of 4th. Bottle jobs.
we'll move over to the other few games to break down. I have Aston Villa and Newcastle. Villa won 2-0. Danny Ings, cracker of an overhead. Don't know if you've seen that. It was a winner,
Contender for
wasn't it?
goal of the
Mings,
season.
Definitely. That's 2 in a row from as well.
Yeah.
2 goals
Danny,
in 2
yeah.
games for Danny. So
Pen on an overhead, handy.
proven
Goal
his threat,
scorer. Yeah.
100%. El Ghazi then made it 2-0 in the 67th minute with a penalty to wrap it up. Newcastle never really got it going. Villa obviously bouncing back from last week's defeat, and Newcastle 0 points from the first 2 games.
Got a lot of bad decisions against them. Well, not bad decisions,
yeah.
but close ones. See the penalty for Wilson.
For
The
Wilson.
ball got clipped over the top. Wilson was running in, and Martinez cleaned him.
Did he?
Nearly kicked Wilson in the head, and Wilson's big toe ended up being offside before he was running up. So we didn't even have to kick him in the head. He was offside. Everything went against Newcastle. It was just one of them days.
Yeah.
And
And their first game, they were
they
solid
looked
enough.
really well. Yeah. Look, Willock and St. Maximin now linked up well together, so I think they'll be alright.
Yeah.
then I have the Palace and Brentford game here I wrote down as well. So that was 0-0.
Warfest.
Very dull affair. So it was the first point for Vieira as a manager in the Premier League. Brentford's first
Go
ever.
on, Paddy.
Brentford's first ever Premier League goal or Premier League point away from home. Brentford still to concede a goal in the Premier League, still undefeated after 2 games. So I'd say they're on top form. But there really was nothing to talk about in this game, to be honest. A total of 5 shots hit the target in the whole game.
Both teams, yeah.
From both teams, yeah.
Dull.
Yeah, very dull affair. I'd say Brentford delighted with that. London derby away from home, not conceding, not scoring, but getting the point. So good result. I'd say Brentford are happier there.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I have first game I have here Southampton and United. First game is Super Sunday. I think we're all happy to see United drop points.
I wasn't. We were waiting on for a bet.
I'm even more happy now.
I can make sure they don't win the league. I'll put them in every fucking bet I have.
Yeah.
They always let me down.
Like we were saying last week, inconsistency again.
Yeah.
They'll go and they'll slap someone, and then they'll go to a team like Southampton that's struggling and they'll drop 2 points. I know that the goal. Did you see the goal? Yeah, I'm sure you did see it. The OG. It was given as an OG.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sam had a few other chances as well.
yeah, they did. They looked alright. Your man Adam Armstrong.
Him and Che Adams are kind of linking out.
He wasn't a bad pickup from Blackburn. Yeah, but still a weak side. Losing the likes of Vestergaard and Ings, and if United want to go and challenge for the league, they're the games you have to be winning, because Southampton are going to be at the bottom half of the table, probably near enough to the bottom of it.
Probably,
yeah, you know what I mean. So
I'm very worried for Southampton this year. I've said that before, that they're losing Vestergaard and Ings.
That's a big performance from them, though.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
it's
I have
massive.
down there. That's a massive.
It's a
point.
massive performance.
Massive point for them. 2 drop for United, no doubt. Though.
Is it a massive performance for Southampton to go and get the point, or was it just really poor from United?
You could say a bit of both.
Yeah,
See, you could say that about anything. You could, but you can't take it away, because they had their chances and stuff like that. And United didn't create much either, so I don't know whether that was them.
I was waiting for United to turn on in the second half, like
Yeah,
they
that's
normally
what- I
do,
think
when they looked like they were revving up, but they
Well,
just
they have the
could
most
never.
wins in the second half. They have
Yeah, last year
some
they went
mental
sick, didn't
stat.
they?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And then just one other thing, that Paul Pogba fella is coasting, lads. He is
He's
coasting.
turning it on, isn't he, man? Yeah,
He-
yeah.
he's
It's
lit-
good to see, though, isn't
Yeah,
it? I've been waiting for. I know he's a United player and all, but I like how he plays. I like the football he plays. So it's good to see him actually.
He's great to watch. I mean, he's bullying players around the pitch, so it's nice to see him. But
How
yeah,
many PSG are sniffing around?
no, that'd be a massive loss for them, considering how he started this season.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 points drop for United anyway. The second game I have here is Wolves and Spurs. 1-0 win to Spurs. Back-to-back wins for Nuno, and it didn't take long for them to head back to Molyneux, didn't it? The second game he headed back and got the win. So, but look, they got the goal. Dele Alli scored a penalty. That's his first goal since March 2020. So it's been over a year since his first last Premier League
Been
goal.
in and out with injuries, and lack of form, and everything.
Mourinho didn't like him. He was having more with him. So it's nice to see him back on the score sheet. And like I think I covered the Wolves game last week as well against Leicester. That amateur alright fella. What? His end product has to be the worst in football history. Honestly.
Yeah, we see it a lot because of how good he is to get there, and then he just
He was bullying Tanganga. Tanganga was all over him, and he was just like that, flicking him off, burning by people in 1-on-1.
Corn off like
Crossbar, ladies' toilets. Some fella in the top row. Yeah, if he, I'm gonna stop talking about him because I get annoyed at how good he is, but how bad his end product is.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, Nuno heading back to back wins.
2-1 wins for Spurs and 2-1 losses for Wolves.
6
That'll
points.
be interesting to watch that over the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, good win for Spurs anyway. And then the last game I have here, lads, is City 5, Norwich 0.
Domination station.
I had this last week, didn't I? And I said it, the last game they played in the Etihad, it was 5-0.
Yeah.
Expect them all the same, boom, the exact same score. The only thing that you can really highlight from it is the £100 million pound man getting this goal. But I tell you one thing, it's definitely the worst goal he's ever scored.
Or the best.
He didn't even know. Oh, yes, like that. But yeah, look, you're expecting it. And actually went through how much the starting 11 cost compared to Norwich's.
Yeah.
So how much do you think City's cost
That on the day.
on the day?
Over 800 and
I'd say
840 million.
700 million.
Because it was 870 against Spurs.
520 it was.
So they dropped all of that.
Yeah. No, but that's even with De Bruyne and Foden not even in the
Not
squad.
even in
I know.
Not even in the squad. You know what I mean?
Fantasy
Sterling
teams
on the
getting
bench,
ripped.
Mahrez on the bench. It's scandalous. And then Norwich's combined was 30 million. 30 to 520. Like what? It's no
so
competition.
hold on.
No
so
chance.
Norwich's
chance.
team cost 30 million.
30 million. Like they're starting
And they
11.
sold Buendia for 30 million.
30
So he cost more than the whole Norwich
than
team.
the whole starting
Whoa,
11.
gee.
Now they had the likes of Tal Cantwell and stuff coming through the ranks, but
If Norwich
and
stay in the
most of
Premier
the players
League,
they
it's
signed
the best
this
thing ever.
yeah, most of the players they signed was this summer as well.
Yeah.
I think they splashed out about 20 odd million this summer, so it was
Splashed.
They spent the Buendia money, didn't splash fucking anything.
I'd say their whole squad cost less than most of one of their players.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Crazy.
How do you compete? How do you compete?
This is why people want the European Super League, but we won't get into that.
But yeah, 5-0 to City, comfortable win.
Yeah. Rob, who have you got?
We'll start with Liverpool Burnley.
Come on!
Another basic few notes, really.
Yeah.
First goal, good movement from Jota, but really bad defending. Ben can't let him get across him there. Because Tarkowski turned around straight away and started screaming at him, saying, "What the fuck are you doing there?" Normal job for Liverpool. Mane looked really sharp.
Yeah.
I was asking you last week, are you worried about him not scoring again? But
And his
looked
goal
sharp,
was
scored.
nice.
Yeah, good goal. Van Dijk's pass dragged the whole midfield. Did you see it? And then Trent's in the middle on his own, and Tarkowski has to come to
He
him.
made 2 of them passes
Yeah.
in that game, 2 diags, and it looks like his leg didn't even come back. You know? One of them.
One of them. Boom.
One of them little
Poor.
flickers.
Yeah, dragged the whole midfield at one pass. That was pretty poor. from
Arteta
Burnley,
said that,
but-
didn't he, last year? He was saying, how do you... it was like you pressed him, you closed him down,
And then he just knocked
Van
one
Dijk
over you.
plays
Oh.
a diag off the
Yeah.
salad, and that's it. Oh.
18-year-old Harvey Elliott, first start in the Premier League, and a lot of people are saying he looked like he's been there for years.
Yeah.
His passing was pretty good, his movement, his touch, everything about him. Yeah, Liverpool, look, they've started 3-0, 2-0, but they've played Norwich and Burnley. They'll be tested sooner rather than later because they haven't been tested yet.
No.
And then Brighton and Watford. Ireland's best goal scorer, Shane Duffy, opened the scoring to make it
Shane-o.
1-0. And then Watford made a mistake playing out from the back. Got caught. Mope made it 2-0. Watford were brutal. Didn't lay a glove on Brighton. Oh,
Crazy, isn't it?
What did I say last week? Saturday
Seen a couple
half
of
5.
highlights.
Yeah.
My God.
Still
If
got a
Watford
couple
do
of
that,
goals.
if
Not
Watford do that more than a few times this season, they've no hope of staying, because they done that against Brighton. If they'd have done that against anyone, like Man City, they'd have been beaten
5 or 6.
10-0.
Whipped,
Yeah.
They were awful. They didn't lay a glove on Brighton at the end of the day.
They scored 3 goals against Villa last week.
Brighton
Just
can
to
move
say,
the ball.
Brighton beat Burnley 2-1 in week 1. Oh yeah, Watford scored 3 against
Watford beat Villa.
Yeah, they didn't even look. They had Sarr and the man, the Swedish fella,
Dennis.
Senna or something on the left.
Oh, and
A
then-
lot of pace with them, but he just didn't do anything. And Brighton have had 6 points out of 6, so cracking start from them.
Yeah.
Graham Potter's doing a job for them. He'll definitely keep them in the league, I'd say.
Definitely. He's a good manager.
I'm not too worried about
No,
Brighton.
I think they might even get up to about 12, 13.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams in the league that are worse
I
than
think
them
they'd be
now.
delighted with that
Definitely,
as well, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of sums up the review of the weekend's action. So we'll jump over and preview a couple of games, well, all the games, but the 3 main ones we're going to look at. We'll jump in and do the first game on the Saturday is Man City versus Arsenal. Oh no! So we have Pep versus Arteta, the
Prodigy.
master
I
versus
think he has a
the.
good record against him, though, no?
We had a good record against Chelsea before Sunday.
Do you think
Long way that
Foden will
continue.
play?
Nah, he's not fit.
I was going to say Foden versus Saka. Is
That's why
an ongoing debate we have.
That's why he was out of the squad for the final.
Right.
I mean, I suppose he was in tears that he wasn't even in the squad because obviously that's a massive game, but now he won't be
The
fit.
first note we have here, and this is totally an Arsenal fan thing, who's going to be fit for Arsenal? Because who's going to play?
Another question is, does it even matter?
Well, of course it
Does
matters.
it
If all your
fucking
best
matter
players
who's
aren't
fit for
playing.
Arsenal? Jesus Christ.
From the games previously, you're gonna have chances.
Yeah.
You're gonna have chances because the likes of Saka, Pepe, Smith Rowe isn't quick, but he's such a good carrier of the ball.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good at carrying it. It's actually,
dribbling
what is he,
is
20?
insane.
He's going to be an
21 something.
amazing player, that fella, honestly.
It's going to be tough to hold on to him.
Yeah, I'm looking
Gonna
for
be very tough, yeah.
He's going to get maybe 3-4 chances in the game, and the first out of
You need to
first
take
2, you need to take them.
This is what we have Arsenal to try copying Spurs and frustrate them. More what's his name, Bergwijn and Son. We have Pepe, Martinelli and Saka with similar pace.
Yeah.
Only chance.
Smith Rowe ball carrier, and then Aubameyang could be up top. Boy,
that's one of the biggest issues.
Who's gonna fucking play?
One of the biggest issues Arsenal have in games like that is that if they have a bit of pressure, they don't score when they're on top, and that's
this is
such a big issue.
This is the type of game that's going to suit them because the physicality of Tony killed them, the physicality of Lukaku killed them. Now
City haven't got that.
They don't even have a main striker up through the middle. They have that false nine going.
Exactly.
The one thing I will say is if City score early, this could get ugly.
Yeah. The floodgates will open.
The likes of Chelsea took their foot off the pedal in the second half. City won't do that.
No.
I don't like City. I'm not City's biggest fan, but they'll just keep going.
Yeah. You were saying kind of Arsenal have a decent record against City. City have won 4 of the last 5 meetings.
Yeah, but they've been good performances.
Yeah, but still losing 4 or 5.
Is that the 4 out in the Premier League?
I think there's a cup or two.
We've done them in the cup.
We've done them in the FA Cup. Yeah, it's in that semi-final, didn't you?
We then beat Chelsea in the final.
Yeah. Yeah, but as I said at the start, I'd fancy us to get chances, but I can only see City winning, lads. I'm not going to lie.
Arsenal have yet to score and yet to pick up a point. This is the worst game to be going into.
Yeah,
you would.
Worst or best?
What?
Nobody expecting anything here. Obviously, we were expecting to beat Brentford, and there was a lot of Arsenal fans saying, "Look, it's a London derby. We might get something out of this." We're going away to probably the best team in the world. A lot of people would say.
Mm-hmm,
so definitely. No one's expecting
best
anything.
Squad anyway.
So it's the best and the worst in them kind of scenarios.
It's the best to where if you get the result, everyone's on top form, but the worst, he's going to get slapped.
If they beat them 4-0, a lot of people are going to say, "Yeah, we were expecting it."
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it's just so frustrating.
As a fan, it's really frustrating.
So frustrating because if you're looking at you're looking at a Chelsea fan, United fan, a Liverpool fan, they're not going to be like, if we get beat by City, it's alright.
I know, yeah, but that's
they're like, we want to go and push, we want to prove.
We're not.
That's the team you have become.
Fucking fall from
the downfall has been insane.
The squad, I won't be getting excited or nervous about this game until I see the 11. Yeah. And he was on the fucking bench as well.
Regardless of who was on that team, I'm nervous.
Yeah, I fancy City to do his 2 or 3, to be honest. He might pick up a goal, but I think, even like we were saying, like Mahrez to come off the bench. If De Bruyne is playing, then Gundogan's going to come off the bench, and Jesus.
These players that you're talking about coming off the bench, Mahrez, Gundogan,
all-star for Arsenal.
I'd love them. I'd love them.
I'd
love them at Arsenal. Yeah,
wouldn't start the Reds, I tell you.
But I think this could be another one where Arsenal are beaten by 2 or 3 goals and haven't scored. I think it could be goalless and pointless after 3 games, which is a big worry.
We start our season in September.
Yeah, that's it. August, forget about it.
But yeah, that's all.
It's not the time to throw in the towel, Joe. We keep going.
The towel's
been launched.
I've been in them times with Roy Hodgson and you know what I mean. They're tough, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. You need to get rid of that owner to start.
He's not going anywhere.
His fucking club.
I know.
He's not
Hopefully,
going anywhere.
All them American states, they all sue him at the same time. Needs a few quids.
But then another massive game. If not, it's actually a bigger game. Wolves United. Liverpool are home to Chelsea.
If Arsenal were any good at the moment, this would have been the Super Sunday. They would have put all these on the same Sunday. But
it's a Super Saturday, isn't it?
No, Liverpool and Chelsea's on Sunday, isn't it?
It's not Saturday.
Saturday.
Super Saturday.
Right.
Arsenal City to start today.
Yeah. Then it's class.
Day of football, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be in that pub all day.
But yeah, I just have wrote down here. So you have Klopp versus Tuchel. That's an interesting battle. And Van Dijk versus Lukaku.
I have that wrote down.
Oh, tasty affair.
Yeah, that's the only one you're looking at, isn't it? After Lukaku doing
other things I'm looking at.
Yeah, but that's the main one, isn't it? That's the big one.
I reckon Van Dijk's rattling.
No, what I'm gonna say is,
I reckon he's horny.
I'm telling you
honestly,
now.
I reckon he's horny.
See the way Van Dijk is the left side of centre half.
Yeah,
Lukaku will stay away from him and make Van Dijk come over.
I tell you one thing, the Noli Mata fella could do a number.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, if you're a striker, if you're going to pick one of them to go against, you're going against Matip. So
100%.
I'd be surprised to ask you this. If he does go after Matip, will Van Dijk switch at Matip and go after him? They'll stay in their own positions.
The system.
Yeah.
I mean, Van Dijk's the left side of centre half, and that's it. If Lukaku goes over there, Klopp's going to have a game plan for him going over there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he will now, to be honest.
Yeah, so look, everyone's looking at Lukaku versus Van Dijk if it does come to that.
We'll have a few moments where they're
like I said with the Mari thing, take a yard off. I'm not even going to say what Van Dijk has to do because I'm sure he already knows.
Well, if he doesn't know, he's the best defender in the world, and if he doesn't know, we're fucked. The whole world of football is fucked.
And what I think is going to be a massive player in it is the ball in, and Fabinho's going to be there. he's going to be side by side, and I'm sure Klopp's saying you need to block that pass, because if you block that pass, then they're going to have to go to plan B, and that plan B worked the last time over the top to Werner, but the last time it was Reece Williams and Nat Phillips centre. Now it's Matip and Van Dijk, and if Matip starts getting burned, you can bring big huge 6'6" Kanate on to try and deal with him if he stays over that
Is
side.
that a fully fit Liverpool team? Is missing anyone major at the minute?
Just about to ask, what's up with Robbo?
Robbo was on the bench. Robbo starting.
He just signed a long-term contract as well.
Robbo starting. What else have I got here? I see Bobby starting.
Firmino?
Yeah, I see Bobby starting. Yeah,
I take Jota out?
Yeah, definitely.
That's a joke if that happens. He's had to score in the first 2 games of
I
the
think
season.
it's the style of play he's talking
It's
about.
not-
here.
Joke.
It's not-
What I
Joke.
kind of agree with here. We have that Liverpool wingers getting behind Chelsea wing backs could be huge. So the ball into Bobby with Salah and Mane coming in behind Alonso and James
Jota all day.
could kill them. Could really kill them.
I do understand it. But I think it's very harsh if Jota's not in that game.
Yeah, of course
Or not
it is.
starting that game.
But it's more as well the work that Bobby does in the middle, because it's going to be Kante and Jorginho there.
Can he look at Jorginho? Can they stop the service to Liverpool forwards?
That's it. So Bobby's going to drop. The 2 lads are going to get in behind, and then a matchup I have here is I think Salah could terrorise Alonso if he gets going.
Could get him sent off.
If Salah
Because Alonso will get angry.
and then I can't see Harvey Elliott's definitely not starting. I think it's going to be Fabinho holding, Hendo on the right hand side of the midfield, and then the Thiago fella on the left. Another man that makes me horny. Anytime that man's playing, see when he just kicks the ball, I do be like, oh my god.
And from the
A
Chelsea
10-yard pass, I do be like, oh.
From the Chelsea standpoint, I think they're going to trigger after Trent. And then he's the weak link defensively. So
I have that down here as well. If Werner doesn't start, he's coming on early if it's not going well, because
just keep putting it behind
as
him.
much as I love Trent, he's the target man to go for if you're playing against Liverpool.
Defense,
Just get at him all game, get at him. But the fact now that we have the system back in place with Fabinho, I fancy Liverpool to win here. I don't fancy it. I'm not saying.
No, I think this will be a good game.
Yeah, I
Really
think it's going to be a cracker.
Be a cracker of a game.
It's going to be a tactical match between Tuchel and Klopp.
I think I would love an early goal either way, just because this could be 0-0.
Could be one of, well, the 2 teams.
Yeah,
2
because
They don't want to lose to each other.
because of how good the managers are, they cancel out each other so well, couldn't they? It's
I think an early goal is crucial from a neutral entertainment standpoint. But
lads, I am.
It's going to be a cracking game.
I haven't been excited for a game like this in a while
and you
because
thought
of how
Anfield was not noisy against Burnley, they'd be bouncing because they know
Rocking.
Chelsea is one of their rivals this year.
massive rival, massive, and this is a massive game. They cannot lose this game. I know it's only the 3rd game of the season, but
To make
just to make it more of a statement for everybody else.
One of
saying,
them could make a statement. Yeah,
this is it. This is
the first game between any of the top 4 playing each other. That they expect the top 4 anyway.
But I'm excited.
Liverpool and Chelsea both have 2 and 3-0 wins already to their names this season. Both teams have 6 points and 0 goals against them.
5 goals scored.
5
goals scored each, so it's going to be a cracker. Yeah, I'm looking forward to
We
it.
had a tougher game last game though against Burnley than Chelsea.
I doubt it. They played ours.
That's what I mean. We had a tougher one.
Leave it out.
I was actually agreeing with you and disagreeing with you at the same time. There. I was like,
We'll look at the
Come on, the
Wolves.
fucking Reds anyway. Sorry.
The Wolves and the Man United game. Wolves are home to United. So what United looking to bounce back from that miserable point at
I
Southampton.
see them bouncing back to us.
who'll play?
I have it down here. Sancho to start. I think.
Manny leading the line because Martial can't do it.
No, how bad was he? Fuck me, how bad was he?
I think they'll sell him.
I don't understand why.
I don't understand why Greenwood wasn't through the middle, but we're done with the review. But that's one. He'll start.
I think Sancho's going to start, and I think I think Greenwood might play up top.
Yeah,
and I think he's going to become a really good player, playing in like shadowing Cavani and trying
learn off him.
Learn off him. Learn
he already
his
has the finish. He's just playing the movement.
He nearly has better finishing, and he's only 19. He has left foot and right foot. But and then I have my good mate at the amateur. He could cause problems, but his end product is dirt.
He cause problems, but he won't score.
That's it.
Yeah.
We could be sitting here next week. United win 1-0. It seems to be what Wolves are going to do this year.
United are unbeaten in the last 5 times they've played Wolves, and to do 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two have gone under 2.5 goals. So 1-0, 2-0.
Oh, Rob, that's the bet. That's the bet.
Under 2.5 and
I have
United
it
to win.
down here as well. Wolves will make it easy for them. I don't see them.
No,
they
they're
didn't
going to need to stay tight at the back because you can pull them out of position, and that's because the amount of attackers United have is insane.
Yeah, I actually haven't checked their position, their formation. Is it have they
You
gone
know,
forward? No, Wolves.
Oh, it's pretty fucking 4-4-2, batting down the hatches.
Because they were 3 at the back the whole time in Uno.
Yeah,
They had Cody,
that worked
Bolly,
for them.
and the system. I suppose.
Yeah, what's that Sois fella there? He was
Roman
the left
Sois,
centre half,
left
wasn't he?
centre, Cody in the middle, and Bolly or vice versa. But I can see it being a good game. If Wolves get a goal, it could be.
Open it up.
Oh, you can
It'll
see
open
it.
it up because
game
on the
up, yeah.
counter they could be danger because they got your man Trincao in as well. They still have Neto, Podence and all to come back as well, so they'll be a decent side this year, Wolves, if they can get all them players back and keep them fit.
What do you reckon though? I think United win.
I think United are going to win anyway.
I think
United win a boring game.
1 or 2 now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that myself. Yeah. I don't I can't really see Wolves getting a goal.
Wolves don't excite me at all.
Yeah,
No matter
going
how they're playing,
forward,
it's just a game. It's going to be a good game.
I'm looking forward to Jimenez getting a bit more time because he's only been 2 games.
He got booked last week, so that's a start.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's going to do much at the minute, but that could all be in his head as well. He could be petrified. I seen him go for a couple of headers there the weekend.
Good.
So he's going up sketched. But
I heard
Could be going up punching the thing like a keeper.
I saw a story during the week. As soon as that happened to him, Peter Cech got straight involved, went over to the hospital and all, brought one of his helmets to say, like, if you can play football, that's the one I use.
Deadly.
Something similar. So
yeah, that's deadly.
yeah. Hopefully he bounces back and gets a few goals.
So do I, because
he's a really good striker.
Really good strike. He was their main man for
He was the one that put it in the back of the neck.
That's
That's alright, can't it?
Stop.
But yeah, so that's the kind of the in depth of the big 3 games. Yeah.
2.5 actually.
We'll move over to the few games that we have left there. So one of you lads want to?
I'll start with a London derby if you want. West Ham are playing Palace. The last 10 times they played them, Palace have only beat them twice. West Ham have 6 points out of 6. Palace have only got 1, and it was 0-0 against Brentford.
Yeah.
I think West Ham could beat them comfortably here. Vieira is still trying to figure that Palace team out.
Yeah.
So
You need to give him time, don't you, as well?
I wouldn't be surprised if West Ham win 3 or 4-0 here.
Ooh.
Seriously, I really like West Ham. This would be a good game, but Palace are shy, so it's not my game of the week. We also have Burnley and Leeds. Leeds beat them 1-0 at home last season and 4-0 away from home. So Leeds had Burnley's number twice last year. Both of them are still looking for that first window, and this could be boring.
Yeah.
Burnley could frustrate Leeds big time here.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Who they got? Barnes and Wood up front. They'll just be knocking long balls to them too.
That's it. And the only play,
McNeil.
that's the only play I actually like watching. He was good for Burnley against us actually the weekend.
I think this is kind of if Leeds score early, it'd be good.
Not
if
again,
Leeds
like
don't
the
score,
Wolves.
this would be.
They'll open the game up.
Shy.
Yeah.
I expect Leeds to win just because they've had their number last year and Leeds have got better. Burnley haven't. Leeds are still shut at the back though.
Yeah.
Burnley can definitely score.
Burnley could cause them trouble.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I have Spurs and Watford. After what?
London derby.
Is it?
Watford is in London,
London
yeah.
as well,
I think so, yeah. Nearly positive it is.
Won't quote you on that.
Might have to fact check.
Watford struggle historically against Spurs.
It is.
Spurs have won 13 and drew 5 of the last 20 games against them. So, just will Harry Kane play?
Oh, I don't know. We had a
Came
chance
off the
there
bench.
the other night, yeah.
Got
The other day, yesterday, whatever.
The fact that Watford was so shit against Brighton scares me here, but they're going to have to try play on the counter again. What they done against Villa.
Yeah.
Sar, Senna and the man Dennis get going. They'll cause Spurs problems, but I think Spurs will win this easy.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, Spurs could have 3 wins and 3 clean sheets if it goes well.
Yeah, 1-0 probably.
Yeah.
Tell your man Christian Romero to come in as well. Did they sign? They sign him? Atlanta? Did they sign him from?
47 million or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it away next.
Yeah.
So I have Villa Brentford. After Brentford's 0-0 with Palace, I'm iffy, but I feel this could be a really good game. I think there could be goals in this. Brentford unbeaten so far. Can they go 3 unbeaten? I don't know, questionable, but I think Villa will have too much for them going forward. That's the only thing. I think if Villa start clicking with Bailey and
What's the story with him? He got on the pitch.
He didn't play. I think I seen a yellow yoke on him on thing, but I think it's only 70%. One of them ones. He has a knock or an illness or something.
Training for there.
Yeah, and then the big one for me, and this is going to be Mings versus Tony.
Yeah,
that's who caused you problems.
Yeah,
if he can cause Villa problems, they might get in.
He's that link man.
He's that link man. That's it. He's their main man.
Yeah.
I mean, he banged in the goals in the championship. He hasn't scored yet, so could be his first one. But as I said, I think Villa might be a bit too strong for them.
Yeah.
And then the second game I have a Brighton and Everton. I think there's going to be a good game as well. I think Brighton play nice football. I think Rafa's still getting to know his side, but as we mentioned, the likes of Damari Gray, Richarlison, Andros Townsend and stuff, and Calvert-Lewin going forward, they could be danger. But the only thing, Calvert-Lewin might be nullified because he's going to be up top on his own, and then there's going to be Duffy, Webster and Dunk all at the back. Oh, I think they're all over 6'3".
Yeah, the wingers will be important for everything. Richarlison and Gray will be big.
Massive.
Yeah.
But a lot of their game plan is service into Calvert-Lewin.
And play off him.
Exactly, so it'll be interesting to see. They played 8 times in the Premier League. Everton have 4 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. Then, so I think Rafa will have a number here on Brighton, but I'm expecting a good game.
Should be a good game, yeah. I have Newcastle and Southampton. So both teams yet to pick up a win this season in the league. Newcastle have won the last 4 out of 5 meetings between the two, which I was shocked to find that out. Southampton got a good point against United last week, so I'm wondering now if they can go and build on that. And that's really it about that game. There's not too many exciting aspects to that game. Southampton.
Newcastle's forwards going against that Southampton defence could be worrying.
Yeah, Callum Wilson.
But they nullified United, so
stuff. Yeah, Saint Maximan. Yeah. But yeah, not overly excited, but I'd probably fancy Newcastle for that fact. That
I'd be leaning towards them. Yeah, absolutely.
But Armstrong's going well with Che Adams, so
exactly
interesting. The game I have after that is Norwich and Leicester. Obviously, Leicester dominated in their last away game in the Premier League against West Ham, so they'll be hoping to bounce back from that. Norwich yet to pick up a point or score a goal in the league.
This is that chance.
That's next now. So they have been
that good.
Played Liverpool, played City, so they have had a bit of a raw day. And even Leicester is your third game. That's a tough start to the season.
Finished 5th last year.
And then I think they have Arsenal next. I know we're not good, but there's still a big
handy one.
It's a tough start to the season.
Yeah, very tough.
Leicester have failed to beat Norwich the last 2 times they played each other. The last time they beat them was in 2016. But both teams would be up for this. Both of them, after getting whipped in the last game week, could be hoping to go and get a win and pick things back up. Yeah. I'm predicting a draw. Yeah, I'm predicting a draw.
It's hard to predict the draw, and you don't want it, but
I'm just like, obviously you could edge towards Leicester.
Sorry, Leicester Norwich draw, you're thinking? Yeah.
Because Leicester are away.
Norwich.
They
showed signs against Liverpool and City for me, and you are a lot better than Leicester.
Yeah. Leicester, they didn't do much against City. They actually moved the ball well, but they only had 1 shot and it was blown over the bar.
Cantwell, let them get going.
See how they get on. But that sums up the action coming up this weekend. So we'll jump over to the public fantasy league that we're running. None of us are doing quite well in it at the moment. Well, Corey's doing alright, yeah.
I'm at the drop at 9 spots.
Yeah, I have the breakdown here. So Rob, you scored 71 points. I scored 52, and Corey, you scored 58.
Jesus, lads, catch up, brilliant.
71 from the Rob, lad.
What'd you get?
71.
How many positions did he climb?
So yeah, here it is now. So Rob last week was tied 192nd, and he's tied 140 now.
So
up over 50 spots.
You're climbing. You're still 50 behind the Jenko, but you're climbing.
Corey, last week you were tied 81st, and now you're on your own 99. So
99.
Drop down 18 spots.
I'm still in the double digits. That's all that matters to me.
I'll be in the single digits soon.
Last week I was tied 202nd, and now I'm tied 200. So
you're climbing. I'm the only one going backwards.
Yeah.
But the average point scored was 56.
I'm above average for once in my life.
Parties were above. I was below this week.
No new there, Jay.
I'm not surprised.
The highest in the world was 146.
Triple captain shy probably.
None of the people in our league actually got over 100 this week. So the top 2 performers this week was 93 and 90. 93 by James McManus. His team
Macker,
the good Macker lad. So he scored 93 points. He's up to tied 13th in the league now as well.
What's his team name?
2 E's. I'm assuming it is 2 EZ. So 2 E's, 2 good jokes.
Too easy or something.
Too easy, yeah.
Oh, too easy.
I meant 2 E's.
I meant 2 E's. Dropping bombs.
Jesus. Keep that off air. You're saying nothing.
It's an adult show. And then the second team, the guy that scored 90 was a guy called Robbie Callahan. His team name
Robbie
is
C.
Johnson's under 16s for some reason.
Must be the manager.
Maybe
Or
it
he
is.
plays for them.
Johnson's under. No. Think, lad. Johnson's under 16s thing.
Adam Johnson.
The AJ, fella.
Oh, Jesus
Predator.
Christ.
Reminds me of you, bitcher.
Leave it out. Leave it out. Yeah, we're fair enough. Corey's a cunt. Calling people predators on podcasts and all. Yeah.
Stuff. They're
Johnson's
right though.
under
Rob's
16.
loving it.
Rob's gone. Rob's lost it. He's gone.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Oh, right.
I have some stories about Corey.
Leave
I'll
it
leave
out.
them up,
Leave it out.
Yeah, 90 points, Robbie Callahan. He's gone up to 15th in the league on his own. The top of the league is
Blessings, isn't it?
Blessings 11 is still up there on 202 points. Donner Dance has got 199 and
Major scores already, aren't they?
Step Sissoko rather than Step Sister. I thought that was gas. Step Sissoko has 196. The lads don't like that one. No, fuck off. Step Sissoko. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But anyway, the three people that are so Blessing Armstrong is the leader. Nathan Willits is second, and David Fitzgerald is third. Yeah, so that's kind of the action from the fans.
Yeah, I'm gonna post about the lads now.
Yeah.
Every week I'll stick up the top performer and just let everybody know that follows the Souths and stuff as well. So
Barely.
but yeah, Blessing's gonna get a shout out as well. It's second and then first.
Staying consistent.
Major points.
Staying
What
consistent.
115 and then 88 or
Only
something.
one way to go out from them.
Heavy, yeah.
Only
Yeah.
down.
Only.
But yeah, it's going well. Shout out again to everybody that
Yeah.
entered and that's engaging in it. People are people are active. They're changing the teams
Yeah.
around, and so
That's it.
shouts out for that.
Keep it lit.
And yeah, so we'll move over to the quiz, the weekly quiz, which Mr. Jenkins
Yes.
has apparently put together.
Are you gonna beat me, Jer? I'm still unbeaten
Yeah.
on camera.
So
I don't know if you will here.
we've had 3 quizzes on camera, and Rob has won them all. So we'll try and get him this
I
week.
think I have a bit of a cracker here. But
Yeah.
to be honest.
You put this together on the way up on the bike, didn't you? Said.
Like that cycling down.
Do we need a pen and paper and stuff?
No, you don't.
No.
It's a 30-second challenge.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Ready to rock. So it's a 30-second challenge based on the stats of the season. So
What, the 2 games gone?
So the first 2 are on this weekend, and then the last 3 are on the season so far. So the first 2, yeah. Right. So anyone that hasn't played it before, 30-second challenge. I'm gonna name. How
You're gonna give a question and there's multiple answers to. We
Yeah.
have to get as many of them as we can in 30 seconds.
Yeah. So
You'll understand when you watch it.
yeah. So I'm the one that brought this game forward, and I can't even explain it. Right. I'll go to Robert, the serial winner on
My-
video.
My unfavourite quiz.
Oh, lovely. Come
Fan
on,
of the
Jer.
30 seconds
That's
myself.
right.
They're tough going. Like
How many players can you name that have scored this week? The weekend just gone. So game week 2.
Can you tell me how many scores there were?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I've no internet on this. Don't worry, I'm just getting the clock ready.
I have a clock there if
Oh,
you're going to
grand.
use it. 22.
22 goal
20.
scorers.
I'll hide that. The Rob fella.
Oh yeah, my eyes are gone.
The lamps.
Yeah, I'll wait there to see. Right, Rob, how many do you think you named? 22. I'm going to have to push you because you
8.
start thinking 8. Ooh.
That's a boxy number, isn't it? 9.
Oh.
10.
Oh.
Bullshit. Nah.
Right, Robert. Don't go too fast on me now, right?
I've only got 30 seconds.
I know.
Well, I write them down as I go along.
All you
You
need
want me to hold the clock there?
You hold the clock.
Yeah, cheers. Nice.
Oh, I'm gone already.
Robert.
You've 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Players who have scored this weekend, how many can you name? There's 32.
There's 32.
22.
22.
How many do I need?
You need 9. 10.
10.
Right.
You need nearly half. Right, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Tielemans, Antonio, Benrahma. I don't know if Farnell scored last night. I'll say him. Lukaku, Reece James. Who scored for you? I don't know. That Pogba didn't. Your man. Oh, that was an own goal. Fucking gone. Only watch match of the day. Who even play it?
Think.
Your man Mopey, Shane Duffy. What's his bleeding name? Sadio Mane. Who else scored for you? Yotta.
Time.
I got Yotta in there.
Time.
Where is the Ogo?
I kept
Right.
thinking of the weeks coming up. I was like, Arsenal,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. This is tight.
Arsenal City.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh,
So we got Jota, Man, Got Jota like literally last second. So we got Jota, Mane, Duffy, Mope, James, Lukaku, Tielemans, Antonio, Fornals, Benrahma. Yeah, 10. You missed
fair
out
play.
on Danny Ings, El
Danny
Ghazi,
Ings.
Klitsch, Calvert-Lewin, Damari Gray, Rafinha,
Fucking watch
Jack
that match.
Grealish, Laporte, Raheem Sterling, Mahrez, and Dele Alli. You missed out on.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Fair play. You got the harder ones rather than, didn't you? Like, you
Got
missed out
the-
on a few really.
the last night helped you big time. Though. Them 5 goals, 6 goals, 5. Sorry, yeah.
I
Yeah.
only got 3 of them though, did I?
No, hold them.
No, I didn't, did I?
You did. You got Fornals, Benrahma, Tielemans, and Antonio. Antonio got 2.
yeah.
Yeah, not bad at all, Robert. It's not bad. So
When I was thinking of the games, I kept thinking
1-0.
of like Liverpool playing City or Liverpool playing Chelsea. I was like, no, that's next week.
Coming up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Melted.
So how many? Can you name the keepers that kept clean sheets
This week.
this week? Just gone. There is a possible 8 available.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going to you.
A. Say 4.
Bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Let's give it a go.
Yeah. Okay.
Just the clock over.
Right.
It's on the table there, yeah.
Robert, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready when you
Right, yeah.
Right,
Are
on
you
to me.
good? Are you good with your clean sheets?
I'm going to try.
Well,
I'm
we'll have
gonna
to
try.
find out.
Right, let's do it.
Right. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Right. Alisson, Mendy, clean sheets. What games had fuck all goals in them? Gone. Trying to think of a fucking sheet. Oh, Lloris and Pickford.
Time.
Oh, 3.
3.
Crystal Palace Brentford was 0-0.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, yeah, and I was the one I broke down that game.
Yeah.
Can you
Fuck's sake.
name? Can you
Can I
name
even
the
name the
keepers?
2 keepers off
Waita
them?
is one of them.
And
Who's the
then-
Brentford one?
Raya, is it? Yeah.
And then you didn't Ederson.
5-0.
City 5
Fucking
0.
City.
And then you missed out on Emi Martinez
For
for
Villa.
Villa, and then Robert Sanchez for Brighton.
Oh, I wouldn't have got Sanchez.
But you got Alisson, Mendy, and Lloris. So
Yeah.
Rob takes the point.
One more. Fuck's sake.
Come on, you know.
Should've got that.
No.
That was poor.
I wouldn't have got that.
Would you not?
No, that's why I said bullshit straight
I
away.
thought of Brighton, but I couldn't think of that keeper's
I
name.
instantly went to the Crystal Palace game.
Yes, Robbie Sanchez. Right. So third question, we'll head over to Rob.
It's the seasonal stats now, you said, is it?
Seasonal, yeah. How many unbeaten teams can you name? Unbeaten
How many
teams.
is that?
8.
8 of them.
8 unbeaten.
5.
Have to go for it. 6. Have to go for it.
Ooh, yeah, you,
Half the
yeah,
hour,
go
yeah.
for that bullshit.
6.
Yeah.
6 unbeaten teams in the
6
Premier League.
unbeaten teams.
Right.
Out of 8
Right.
in 30 seconds. Rob, have you got the clock ready?
when you were.
Rob's ready. Jerry, are you ready?
Yeah.
Right. 3,
So.
2, 1, go.
So Liverpool, Chelsea, Brentford, Spurs, Brighton,
Silence in this.
yeah, West Ham. Fuck.
Get the 8. Go on.
No, Leeds beating on the first day. Trying to think of results here.
Time.
What do you get?
6.
6.
Yeah, as soon as you said West Ham, you had 6, yeah?
You missed out.
Did I need 6?
Yeah.
Did I get the point?
Yeah.
Oh, Leeds. I thought I needed 8.
Nah,
I needed
said
8.
get 6 out of 8. Yeah, so you got West Ham, Liverpool, Chelsea, Brighton, Spurs, Brentford, and you missed out on United and Everton.
Fuck's sake. Yeah.
United, yeah.
Not bad though. Take that.
Not bad.
Woo! 2-1. It's
Right.
on now.
On to number 4. Robert,
Into
over to
Jerry's,
you. Jared, over to you.
Okay.
How many teams can you name that have no wins at all? There are 8 available.
8 to have 0 wins.
8 that have no wins.
I'll stay on. Let's go for 4 out of the 8.
5.
6.
Bullshit.
Oh, there we go. Chance to get back in it. Chance to get back in it. So
right.
what do I need? 5 teams that don't have a win.
6.
6 teams that don't have a win.
That have no wins.
Right.
Right, Rob, are you ready to rock? Jer, are you ready to rock? The camera's on you. The pressure is on.
Pressure's on. Already.
What's happening? Right, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Arsenal, Norwich, Southampton, Wolves, Newcastle, Newcastle and
Time. Yes. Leeds haven't got a win yet.
do they not?
No.
Oh fuck yeah! What did I get there?
5.
5.
Out of 6.
Out of
Fuck's sake.
So what's that? That's 3-1. That's it.
3-1.
It's over.
Go through the A.
So you got Southampton, you got Newcastle, you got Arsenal, you got Norwich, you got Wolves, and you missed out on Burnley, Palace, and Leeds.
Fuck's sake.
I was waiting on you to say Burnley.
Waiting on to say Leeds because we fucking drew 2-0 with Everton.
Yeah.
And then you
Melted.
knew they got smoked.
Rob remains unbeaten.
Rob remains.
But
We
it
go
was
for the last
tight
one.
this one,
Ah, we
wasn't
may
it?
as well.
This
Well,
was-
let's see. If we win this one, it's 4-1.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good
well.
rubbing then. Right. How many players have more than one goal scored this season?
How many is that?
There is 7 available.
What are you going for?
4.
5.
6. Go on, name all 7.
Bullshit. I might get the point out of it.
I'm going because I know I can't
I'll
lose.
jump on the
Clock. Yes. Right, Rob. How many players can you name that scored more than one goal this season? There's
I'm
7.
going to struggle at the fucking
available.
2, do you know that?
Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Danny Ings, Calvert-Lewin, Rafinha, Bruno. Bruno. Reece James fucking didn't anyway. Ben Rama, Fornals, Tielemans, they all scored. El Ghazi, said Ings. Rafinha, Bamford, Click.
time.
Yeah.
I might be wrong here. I haven't got Rafinha down. I don't think he scored.
Didn't
that
score in the
game.
first one. No, who scored? Your man, fucking Aylan scored a screamer.
Luke Ayden scored a screamer, yeah. So you got 4. 4
You.
what did you
I
say?
win.
6.
Said 5, I think, or 6. Did he? Yeah, I said 6. Go on.
Yes, you got Bruno, Benrahma, Calvert-Lewin, Danny Ings. You missed out on Mopey, Greenwood, Diogo Jota.
Greenwood.
Greenwood going in the 5-1, yeah.
Oh.
Remember he burst down the oak.
Yeah.
Burst from
Oh, he
down
scored
half.
against Ting, didn't he?
against Stoke, yeah.
Fuck.
Rob wins.
Mopey, Greenwood, and who else?
Mopey, Greenwood, and Diogo Jota.
Yeah, he scored in the first 2
fucking
games.
hell.
Hey man,
So Rob wins 3-2
Course
and
he
remains
does.
undefeated on the video pod.
I want a similar type challenge so I can compete with this man tomorrow.
I give you. They
You
call
stop
me
it.
You can do
Quizmaster
what you
General
want
on the
tomorrow. I'm
streets.
not going to be here.
What?
I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, but whenever it's
Next
going,
week.
I'll take it when I'll take you wherever.
Mm.
Whenever.
Quizzes are top notch, and I
wherever.
don't understand why he's hating on them so much. But fuck yous anyway.
Because you'd be doing 30-second challenges and who am I's and questions
Yeah.
all in
Yeah,
one.
I actually like that.
Nah,
Fix
it
up.
Nah,
Fix
you-
it up.
Now you need to get in the flow of the 30-second challenge. You know what I mean?
Well, if anybody has any official comments they want to log, the email and the socials, get us on there, yeah.
Yes.
Or just go out to Corey's gaff.
No bother. I'll be waiting.
But that's the quiz. That's the quiz. Rob remains undefeated, so
Course
I'll
he
put
does.
one together. And yeah, so just to finish out the show, we'll have a quick just yap about the NFL. How long's left,
3
Rob?
weeks, 2 days.
3 weeks, 2 days. Pre-season is getting going. The Lions lost again in pre-season to the Steelers,
Get used to it.
26-20.
Did we all lose again?
Did
Yeah, we got beaten with the Browns.
We got
yeah.
beat with the Jets.
Yeah, so all our teams are losing. But yeah, any news that you just want to? There's nothing really happening. It's just
Mm,
pre-season.
still
trying-
quiet.
Everyone's just getting ready.
Still quiet
Yeah.
in the Sean Watson world. He's
Yeah.
not playing.
Yeah,
Shawnee Carson Wentz looks like he might be ready for week 1.
for week 1. You
Yeah.
were
Big for the Colts. And
Take the
your
surgery.
man Quentin Nelson.
Has he had the surgery,
I think he
no?
already had it, yeah. And Quentin Nelson looks like he'd be back for week 1 as well.
Nice.
Cam Newton got
Yeah,
some
but what-
negative test outside of a thing. I got tested outside of Foxborough and he's not allowed back in the thing for 5 more days. Something happened with a COVID test. He didn't
Right.
get it in the
Seen
ground
it,
of the thing, so now
Right.
Matt Jones has a big chance to try
Of
take a
starting.
spot.
Shows,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because they're practicing with you boys today, and they're practicing on their own today, practicing with the Giants tomorrow. So if he impresses in 2 days, and we take that job.
Yeah.
I was watching Hard Knocks,
I suppose he Cam's been good though as well.
Yeah, 2 of them have been alright. Yeah,
and Hard Knocks obviously covering the Cowboys,
Mm.
and they had a split camp with the Rams. So I got to see Stafford in all the Rams gear. Broke me fucking heart, boys. Broke me heart.
I haven't
And then
seen
you
it.
were telling me, Rob was saying just before we came on, Swift is a doubt for week 1.
Yeah.
Our
He's
best running
iffy.
back. It'll be a rough season.
The season woes go on, Jer.
I can't wait for the NFL to be back.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
Can't
but
wait
you're a
myself.
Lions fan. I've something to cheer about. You
Yeah, like, I'm not
Arsenal.
going to be cheering. On,
And
well,
I've something to semi-cheer about for the NFL.
I'm going to be cheering on the Lions to
Yeah.
just because I'm a fan, but just the whole game, I just can't wait for it to be
That's
back.
it. Every game you win, then it'll be like, ooh, you know what I mean? Top form. But
And
there
we're all
won't be
going
many.
to London together.
Yeah.
As a podcast
Yeah.
to go to the game. Yeah.
So, the London games are happening in October, so tickets are on sale Wednesday the 25th.
I'm telling everyone, we want to make sure we get our ones.
We'll. We're trying to get over and get there, and if we
Podcast deal
do,
tomorrow evening, it'll be
lovely.
good.
if we do get over, we'll try and vlog it. We'll do a video piece for the YouTube channel.
Corey might have his t-shirt by then.
Yeah, you will. Yeah,
We'll see. We'll
Get
see
to
how the
that fits
funds are. Yeah, actually.
but
No
yeah,
more belly tops.
that's basically the show in the books. As we said at the start of the show, the merch is coming soon. So we'll have the t-shirts on sale in the next week or so. Congrats again to Emma G,
Yeah.
who won the giveaway on
Yeah.
Insta.
Yep.
Don't forget, follow us on Spotify, follow us on all the socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. What are you laughing at me for?
Me, yupping.
Yup yupping.
Yup.
Yupping. Yup yupping all day. But yeah, follow us, Spotify, YouTube, all that. That's the episode in the books, lads. So we'll see you
Adios,
next week
amigos.
for
Yup,
F4
yup.
season 2. Peace out.